If a question ever asks you to convert a percentage into a fraction or a decimal, the easiest way to do it, I think, is by just using the calculator. If you type 75%, well, you can't really do that. The best way to do it is to think about what 75% actually means. Well, percent means per 100, because, well, 100, it means cent. So if we write on the calculator 75%, or divided by, per means divided by, cent, 100. We just type that into a calculator. It will tell us straight away 75 divided by 100 is 3/4. So the calculator will tell us the fraction. So that's just going to be 3/4. So that's done the fraction part of the question there, the fraction part. Now, what about the decimal part? Well, if we look at the calculator's button here, the SD button, I'll use a different colour there so you can see it more clearly. Use red. Alright, so the SD button there. So with 3/4 on the screen, if you press the SD, it will tell you it's 0.75. And then that's the second part. So that SD button is really useful here. For the second example, the 32%, well, percent again means, oops. Here we go. 32% is just going to be 32%, 32 out of 100. Now that could be written as a fraction, but if we did it on the calculator 32 divided by 100, it will tell us it's 8 out of 25. So that simplified it already for us, which is quite handy. Now to convert that, you press the SD button, and then it says on the calculator screen 0.32. And it's as simple as that. So for the next example here, write each of the following as a decimal and a percentage, right? So, write the decimals as a percentage and a fraction. So how would you convert that into a fraction? Well, if you type on the calculator 0.72, you don't need to do 0 point and then press equals. It says 18 out of 25, which has already converted it into the fraction for us, and it's as simple as it can be. So it's 18 out of 25. Now, that's done the fraction part. What about the percentage part? Well, 0.72 is very easily converted into a percentage just by multiplying it by 100. So if we multiply that by 100, we get 72%. So the percentage and the decimal are very intimately linked. Right, so 0.08 as a fraction, if I type 0.08 equals, it says 2 out of 25. And well, I don't need to use the calculator to see what this is as a percentage, just multiplying it by 100 brings it to 8%. Easy. Right, so, oops, what's going on here? Right. Okay, so convert these fractions into decimals and percentages. To convert this into a decimal, if I did on the calculator 3 divided by 10, I don't need to use the fraction button, just 3 divided by 10. It brings up, if I press equals, the fraction 3 over 10. By pressing that SD button again, it's 0.3, so it's given us the decimal, 0.3. Now to convert that into the percentage, you just times it by 100. So that times 100 is 30%. If I type this on the calculator, 4 divided by 25 equals, it gives us the fraction 4 out of 25. Then pressing that SD button brings it to 0.16. As a percentage, times it by 100, 16%. Final one, 3 divided by 8 on a calculator equals, press the SD button, it says it's 0.375. Now be careful here when you're converting that into a percentage. You're timesing it by 100, bringing it 2 places forward is then going to be 37.5%. If you had a mixed number here, let's say it was 1 3/8, and you did the same thing, you would notice that it actually says 1.375 here. Converting that into a percentage would then be 137.5%. So you can have a percentage greater than 100 if your fraction is greater than 1.